All right, so they have, first of all, people think, I do the Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me show, very popular radio show and podcast. It's crazy how crazy that show is, and people think it's so nuts. And people say, oh, hey, man, you must be famous. I'm like, dude, I was in the green line 10 minutes ago. No one is famous, okay? I was arguing with a young black teen on using their headphones instead of their phone to listen to music. So let's be real. So I'm a stand-up comic in Chicago, and I thought one good way to start this talk off is with a joke, and it's gonna just kind of paint the picture of what we think celebrity is from a long, long time ago to modern-day celebrity, and this is a joke from my good friend, Chicago comic, Mr. Drew Freeze, and we'll discuss.
I live in Chicago. My favorite Chicago team is the Bulls. I like the Bulls. I actually saw them beat the Heat this year, which was awesome. Like, I hate the Heat. I hate them. And it's not so much that I hate LeBron James. I just hate that people compare LeBron James to Michael Jordan. Like, I do. I do. Amen. Thank you. Like, I think Michael Jordan is the greatest player to ever play the game. I think he's arguably the most popular human being to ever exist on the planet. And this is not an attempt to sound blasphemous, but I believe that Michael Jordan, during his prime, was more popular than Jesus was during his. And I say this because you could have, during Jesus' prime, you could have gotten off the beaten Roman path and would have been like, hey, I'm from Israel. And people would have been like, so what? But if you went anywhere during Jordan's time and were like, hey, I'm from the United States, people would have been like, Michael Jordan. Like, they're the two most symbolized men of all time. You got the jump man, you got the hangman. And people will kill for both of them. They will. They will kill. Like, people will be like, I will kill for Jesus. And other people will be like, yo, I will kill for Jordans. It's true. It's true. Like, 2,000 years from now, I think there's going to be Christians and there's going to be Jordans. And I can't wait for the debate. I really can't. Where people will be like, well, Jesus walked on water. Well, Jordan could fly. He could fly. Well, Jesus came back again and threw a lovely dinner party. Well, Jordan came back again, won 3 championships, and then came back a 3rd time as a wizard. Yeah. Well, Jesus sacrificed himself to save us all. Well, Jordan sacrificed himself to save the universe from the Monstars in the epic battle of Space Jam! Sing along if you know the words. I believe I can fly. I believe I can...
I mean, think about it. I mean, Drew has a point.
Okay,
Cut that off. Because Drew will start singing. So it got me thinking about, I can see why maybe, I guess in the past, Jesus didn't have that much swag as Jordan, because there was no internet, there was no TV, there was nothing to connect everybody together. So Jesus had to do whatever he had to do in that little bubble of individuals. He had to do his magic, heal the sick, change lives, all that. But Jordan had the opportunity of having television, all those things, and then plus playing in the best city in the world, at Chicago. That actually was the real reason. So then I started thinking about, this celebrity, on a big scale. Then I'm gonna break it down to a little bit. So here, how many people know who this guy is? Exactly. But 1 billion people do know who this guy is. He's a Bollywood actor, along with this person. Still don't know who this person is. I don't know who any of these people are, but they're superstars. 1 billion people know who these individuals are. They know their lives, they know everything. Now, we all know who these guys are, right? Now, if you pound for pound, more people know the Bollywood cats than Yeezy and Drizzy. Okay, let's be real. It's a math problem. It's more people. So then you go to this, classic hip hop, and this goes on to, I thought about these two guys because even though they've passed on, their spirits and then who they were, well, how long do you think they'll be? They're sort of like forever, for icon. People talk about Biggie and Tupac forever. They'll represent what hip hop is as far as people who care about hip hop. These guys will live on and on. Now, let's break it down to another little group. So you got hip hop, you got Bollywood. Let's just break it down to people who just like to, not fatsos or foodies or chunk monks, people who like food. Okay, so everyone knows this guy. He swears at you. I wish he would be in my face talking crazy like that to me. It's like, I wish he would say that to me, all right? Everyone knows this guy. Hey, this guy, who's this guy's name? Who? That's the black friendly guy from Food Network. So there's the white guy from Food Network, then there's the black friendly guy with the very charming man, okay? Then you have chef. Everyone knows this. Hey, that's the chef. That's real foodie stuff, right? Then it goes from adorable chefs that everyone goes to. Everyone can love him for his adorable celebrityness. And then you get down to infamy. People still know you're a chef, but you're still infamous. People still know who you are. But I said this, and pound for pound, I don't know how to do this. How many black people we got in the room? Me, you. Okay, all right. I'll just open this up. I have a theory. If you took a poll and you asked your average black person who they would want to throw into an active volcano, Paula Deen or Clarence Thomas, who do you think would win? Paula Deen, you think she'd go in the volcano? Clarence Thomas is going in that volcano. You crazy. Now, oh, you're internet famous. That must pay the bills. Now let's talk about what internet fame is. Internet fame, everybody has a meme that's popped in and out. Everyone had, what was that Harlem Shake? Everyone had their own favorite Harlem Shake. You see the one with University of blah, blah, that one of those guys in the bedroom with the teddy bear? Everyone has their own little meme of something that was cool. And can you be famous off internet fame? I don't know, ask hide your kids, hide your wife. Antoine, I mean, let's be real. Antoine, from Huntsville, Alabama, Huntsville, was super celebrity. How many people know who Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife is? Make some noise, right? Everybody knows who that is. Even this Wall Street guy, and in this suit here, like, hey, man, hey. Everyone knows who he is. And that year that Antoine was popular, that was the most popular Halloween costume in America. People dressed their dogs as Antoine Dobson. They would dress, they would even do the risque thing of going in blackface, Kim Kardashian style, as Antoine Dobson. So, this guy. Ooh, he's a whole Chicago Ideas Week talking himself. How many people remember the Sexy Felon? Raise your hand. Woo, Sexy Felon. Okay, calm down. That sounded like a sitcom. Like, woo, calm down. All right. Sexy Felon lit up the internet. We talked about Sexy Felon, I think, the Friday of my show. He lit the internet up for about, I would say, 6 days. He raised on some GoFundMe page a couple $1,000s off of a mugshot. Now, I have a theory on how his celebrity just took off because in my mind, I feel a lot of ladies, people, whoever, start filling in the blanks of what will happen if the Sexy Felon escaped and then caught me at my house. And a lot of fan fiction was being written in people's brains about the Sexy Felon, and that created an internet buzz. Like, ooh, girl, you see the Sexy Felon? I mean, come on, be honest. We're amongst friends. Ladies, how many people text or email or tag their girlfriend about the Sexy Felon? Make some noise. Thank you. He's like, me, bro. I did it. Oh, I did have one more. I forgot what that was. Okay, boom. So for me, a local comic in Chicago, I feel like, do I want to create celebrity for myself to help my career out? Is it a necessity to create celebrity or fame or whatever it is? And how can you do it and not be annoying? That's the true key. How do you go on Instagram and post about what you're doing and not seem like you're grandiose, grandstanding, or a jerk? Or how do you kind of ride the line of, being, I guess, socially conscious and still being edgy? All those things come into, I guess, fame. And when I would go on the road to do the Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me show, and how many people listen to the Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me show? Make some noise. All right, so you're aware of my antics and you're aware of, me clowning around. We did the show in Red Rocks in Denver, and it was, I think, almost 9,000 people there. I'll be real with you, I don't care. I had to go smoke an adult cigarette off-site to really get my head together about what was going on, because it was overwhelming to me. It was overwhelming to me on how people felt. Yes, adult cigarette. Denver. It was amazing to me on how many people would come up to me. This lady came up and gave me a vape pen that was wrapped up because she heard on some random podcast that I like vape pens. That's crazy to me, okay? It's like, okay, wow, thanks. It's nice, I appreciate it, but it's a little weirdo, you know, in a way, from a podcast. And you have to think, whatever you do in life, I'm trying to think, if you have someone who is into, you know, selling vintage clothes or knitting or having your own individual podcast or whatever project you have to do, in some form or fashion, if you want to be good at it, you'll be the celebrity in that field. There's a person who's a celebrity at, oh girl, I do this bomb-ass little Etsy, you know, knit thing on Etsy. It's amazing. Oh girl, she makes the best Etsy mittens. She's the bomb at Etsy mittens. She's the Michael Jordan of Etsy mittens. That means this person is gathering celebrity status. It's not about paparazzi. It's not about all those other things. To me, celebrity can be transferred on someone's individual life to actually make things happen because people care about what you do. Now, how many people have been at the, I guess, checkout line, and she said it, you've seen those gross magazines, the worst one's In Touch, that's disgusting, volcano that please. And you've seen like, hey, guess who's fat in a swimsuit? They don't tell you, they're blurred out. How many people are like, I gotta check it out? I mean, because you care. You care about Christianity. I know you don't watch Cheers anymore, but somewhere deep down in your heart, you care what the hell's going on with Christianity. You care about Molly Kunis, you know? Hey, did she bounce back from that baby? I care. Celebrityness is really intense care. That's how I want to say. You know, you do have psycho celebrities like John Hinckley Smith who took shit way too far. That's crazy. But then you have people who just want to, hey, I want to support your podcast. I want to go to your Kickstarter campaign and support you in whatever you're doing. It's people who are celebrities, and I would guess the non-profit world. I've met so many people when I do my morning show on Vocalo, the Morning Amp. So many people who come who are doing non-for-profit work who are actually rock stars and making the world a better place. I'll say, hell, give it for Brad Keywell, a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? He came here, did this, make it happen. You can be a celebrity in whatever you want to do, in social justice, Etsy products, comedy, arts, whatever it is. That's my time. Look at it. I made it. I'm out. Mwah. Goodbye.